things get to terrible places one tiny step at a time.
What do you do with someone with an allergy? What do you do with someone who's immunocompromised, or someone who, for religious or deep convictions, decides that no, they're not going to get a vaccine? We're not a country that makes vaccination mandatory.
His metaphor for the Aryan race was a body, a pure body, unassaulted by parasites or predators. And before Hitler went on his rampage against the non-Aryans, he cleaned up all the factories, get rid of tuberculosis, and he got rid of the bugs in the factories as well. He used Zyklon B.
Trying to bring people together is not always compatible with science.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
With respect for human rights.
And if you are out there in any way, shape or form campaigning against this mandate, you are absolutely anti-vax.
If you make a choice, a personal choice, to not get vaccinated, then I will have no sympathy for you.
We have to say that there's going to be a response by the vaccinated, by the enormous majority who've done the right thing, and that there's going to be a decline in tolerance for those who, for whatever reason, endanger the lives of the people around them. That's about where I am right now.
The rationale for that was compassion, by the way, just so you all know.
Right now you're under arrest under the provincial health orders, okay, so if you can just put your hands behind your back. Anything on you that's going to hurt me or anything like that?
No, anything will hurt you. Only my words, only my philosophy, only what I believe in.
You should be able to recognize in yourself all the horror of humanity.
Do you agree that you put some posts on Facebook? Does this look familiar?
Why are you working for this corrupt government? What are you guys doing? Who are you serving? Are you serving us? Or are you serving the corrupt government and health officials?
If I encroach on you, and I'm sophisticated about it, I'm going to encroach 2 millimeters. I'm going to encroach right to the point where you start to protest. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to wait. Then you're going to calm down. Then I'm going to encroach again, right to the point where you protest. And I'm just going to do that forever.
Is brought to you by Pfizer.
CBS Health Watch sponsored by Pfizer. Anderson Cooper 360. Brought to you by Pfizer.
One of those drugs he mentioned, ivermectin, is something more often used to deworm horses.
When you have a horse deworming medication that's discouraged by the government,
Does it bother you that the news network you work for out and out lied, just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine, motherfucker.
Now, Thursday, you don't know, I don't know when my flight is to get out of here. I've never committed a goddamn crime. And what the hell's going on here? I've had 3 tests. I have a right to know when my test is coming.
Boot of the authoritarian fascist government. And it will get worse, and it will happen to you because you keep complying. And you keep saying, but my kids need food! And now inflation is here, and there's food shortages, and your kids aren't eating, and the schools are indoctrinating your kids.
And before you know it, you're going to be back 3 miles from where you started, and you'll have done it one step at a time. And then you'll go, oh, how'd I get here? And the answer was, well, I pushed you a little farther than you should have gone, and you agreed. And so then I pushed you a little farther than you should have gone again, and you agreed. Everything horrible that human beings have done was done by human beings, and you're one of them.
Something has started with the conclusion and worked backwards, which is the greatest scientific sin that there is.
The government paid for the development costs. The government pre-purchased the products, even before they knew it was going to work or not work. The person you had on here in a position of authority was Sanjay Gupta. He came on Sesame Street, and what he did, he was actually seducing children into taking the vaccine. No good doctor would do that. Did he tell the kids and the parents there's FDA warnings that this can cause heart inflammation?
No healthy society takes health from young people in order to protect the old and infirm. That is not an acceptable ethical trade.
Either he knows or he should have known. Either one is not good. Which one is it? I tell you right now, they're walking a line on bioethics that they will be held accountable. You can't do that.
We must resist any desire that we may have to turn on each other, where the vaccinated start blaming the unvaccinated for a resurgent super strain of COVID. And all these debates about enforcing vaccines, mandates, sacking people that don't have them, they actually don't fix the problem. We now know that being double jabbed does not stop infection or transmission. So first thing we can do to prepare is not turn on each other, but rather stay together.
You cannot be a good person until you know how much evil you contain within you.